Hi, today I will configure IPsec tunneling or site-to-site VPN for Sonicwall. So here in the example, we have two sites. One is site A, one is site B. So we are going to use the public IP assigned by our internet ISP provider. So with this, we have 172.20.10.10, and for the site B is 172.20.10.20. The LAN part for site A, we have 192.168.168.0/24. For the LAN part of site B, we have 10.10.10.0/24. So right now we're going to configure the site A firewall. So here I will configure the firewall name for the site A. I click accept. And over network, we're going to verify the IP addresses for the one in the LAN. For the object, I will configure the addresses. Click add. For the address object, I will just add the name for the site B branch subnet. And for the type, we will just select network. Then type in the IP addresses of site B /24. So any IP within that range will able to communicate to site A and site B. Then let's go ahead to network and look into IPsec VPN. Select rules and settings. Click add. The policy type is site to site, and the name you can type in anything you want. Here in the example, we're going to type in site A going to site B. For IPsec primary gateway name or address, it should be the facing s- IP addresses for your site B. The shared secret should be the same with site A and site B. And for the local network, just select X0 subnet. And for the remote networks is the object that we have created earlier. For the protocol, for phase 1 and phase 2, we just use the default. And for this one, we'll enable keep alive. So by enabling keep alive, this will serve as the heartbeat messages between peers on this VPN tunnel. So if one of the tunnel fails, it will automatically renegotiate the tunnel to make the tunnel up again. Okay, so we need to go back to network since we selected X0 IP, it should be X0 subnet. Okay, then we need to create a policy. As you can see, the IPsec is now enabled, but we need to go back to policy. Okay, settings, security policy. Okay, click add, select top. For my rule, you just need to configure a name for your policy going to site B and vice versa, going to site A. Again, this is just an example, so we will allow any IPs or any part of the subnet. But in the real scenario, you need to be specific with the IP that you are going to allow to communicate with different sites for the security of your infrastructure. Then let's create a reverse policy. Okay, that's it. Then let's go to the site B branch. Again, we will configure the firewall name or the host name for this firewall. For the object, we will go into the addresses for site A. I'm just copying the name, so this is just for the naming convention. Again, any IPs that's within the range of 168.0/24 will be able to communicate with the site A. The IP addresses for site A is 192.168. It should be 172.20.10.10. That's the public IP that we are using to build tunnel. And the shared secret should be the same with site A. Click Save. For the network, we will select X0 subnet. For the remote networks, it should be site A branch 192 subnet. For the phase 1 and phase 2 proposal, we will just use the default and we don't need to enable the Keep Alive since we enable the Keep Alive in site A. Okay, for the policy, we just need to create a policy that will allow to communicate to site A and site B and vice versa. So it's over VPN. Subnet is site A branch. Destination is LAN. X0 subnet. Click Save or Add. Since it's local, it's XX0 subnet. Select LAN for the destination over VPN. It's Site A branch. Okay, then we're going to test in the PC. Okay, so we forgot to change the IP addresses earlier. Oh, I mean, I forgot to change the IP addresses earlier. And then the 254. So that will be the gateway for our test virtual PC. The example I'm using Windows 10. Okay, then we're going to try to ping gateway. Gateway should be that 254. Uh, it's correct, it's 168. Yep, okay. Okay. Then we're going to test to communicate with the different branches. Okay, right now it's working. So under monitor, we can verify that we are able to communicate to our local subnet or the gateway that we have assigned. Let's go to the firewall B or site B. Under monitor, we can verify that the 192.168 subnet is able to communicate to 10.10.254. So that's it. Thanks, guys.